Hi, I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and I'm the head coach for JobSearch.Community. And I realized I hadn't done a video in a long, long time related to organizing your job search and organizing your daily calendar for doing a search. And I thought it was time to do it, especially after a conversation I had with someone yesterday who I've been coaching for a little while, and we spoke about some of the struggles he was having. So let me just simply say that, excuse me, I want to cross my leg and feel a little bit more comfortable, move back from the mic a little bit. So I'm not a believer in working a 10-hour job search day because I don't think that's sustainable. Job searches tend to be marathons rather than sprints, and although you may get lucky pretty quickly and get interviews that give you results, the goal is to get yourself to the finish line, not just have a whole bunch of activity and feel exhausted. So in a coaching session I did with someone not long ago who described himself as creatively procrastinating his way out of doing stuff, I said, I spoke with him for a while. I said, could you do 30 minutes at a time? He said, sure. How about 30 minutes on, 1 hour off? He said, I think I can do 30 minutes on, 30 minutes off. And he was able to do that for about a week's time. And the way we had it structured, I'll suggest this for you as well, is that you spend some time right out of the box, let's say looking at LinkedIn queries that you've had and doing a little networking online. You take a half hour off. You start practicing interviewing using some of the videos at JobSearchCoachingHQ.com so you can start having the words come out of your mouth. Because I'm a believer that it's not just enough to think the answer to the question. You have to actually say it. I've been involved in Toastmasters now on and off for quite a few years. And when I returned to Toastmasters a year ago, I noticed that the first few times I spoke, I wasn't obviously as good as I was years past. And part of it was I wasn't used to doing public speaking anymore and needed to practice the words coming out. Now I've become a lot more proficient. Matter of fact, I'm doing the Toastmaster role tonight, but that's a different conversation. So I wanted him to practice answers to interview questions after that and then take a break and start responding to job ads he was seeing a little bit later and take a break. It's always 30 minutes on, 30 minutes off. Now, he found himself in a situation last week where he just couldn't get himself back on track and, creatively distracted himself very effectively. But he realized he has to get back on track. So the notion that I had for him was, when he feels himself getting back on track, and I think this is true for a lot of people, what they need to do is elevate their physical state, change their mind, change their attitude. And in his case, I suggested do it with some exercise. We practiced a little bit by, okay, feel your body as it is now. And I want you to shift positions to one where you feel strong and powerful, and then switch back and switch on. And my goal was to, number one, start off with him changing his body posture into one where he feels more energy. And also to take a few minutes to do aerobic exercise and then go back to work. As it turns out, he owns an elliptical. You may not do that. Do jumping jacks. Come on. You can do some jumping jacks for a little while. And you also get the benefit of an elevated heart rate, and it brings more energy into your system. Obviously, don't go on for so long that you feel exhausted. He reminded me, of course, of the Amy Cuddy YouTube video that she did as a TED Talk. If you haven't seen it, go see it. It's fake it until you become it is the theme. I don't know if that's the title, but it is an immensely popular video where she talks about her own experience of faking. She does it as a professorial talk, but then converts to her circumstances later on. Very powerful presentation. So I'm encouraging you to structure your work activity related to your job search if you're out of work in this kind of way. 30 minutes on, 30 minutes off. If you're finding it difficult to get back on track, do some aerobic exercise, change your physical posture. He also became aware that his office chair had broken. He was sitting on one of his kids' chairs. It wasn't particularly comfortable. He had to go get a chair for himself. So, don't tolerate some of the things that make you uncomfortable, but don't get so distracted by, the process of zapping the tolerations of the things that you're putting up with, that you don't ever get back to work. So there's just lots that you can do. And from a coaching perspective, I would simply say that it's one of the things I do with job hunters, and others for that matter, is to help them design their environment in a way that really supports them well, that helps them be effective. I can do that with you, of course. And at JobSearchCoachingHQ.com, I have curated information about job hunting, whether it's preparing for the search, organizing it in more detail than I'm doing here. I have material that relates to resume writing, interviewing, answering tough interview questions, brain teasers, salary negotiation, quitting your job, a whole host of things that's designed to help you be effective. So I must also say, one of the advantages of the site is you can ask me questions, and that's what I'm there to help you with. I work for you, not for a corporate client, so I can get a big fee at the end. I work for you. The site's currently in beta. We're having a mobile issue that I hope to get resolved fairly soon. So, it's web only right now. Again, we'll get that resolved fairly soon. And as such, the price is lower now that it's in beta. But the big thing is, number one, great content. Number two, the ability to ask me questions. Number three, discounts on full-out coaching, resume critiques, LinkedIn profile critiques. Everything is discounted here because I want to be of service to you. So again, JobSearchCoachingHQ.com. Hope you have a great day and hope to see you soon. Take care.